have recently added back this new little live stream to get your day started, and I had intended to do this about an hour ago, maybe even earlier, but you know, I'm still working out some kinks and giving myself some grace, you know, but I remain an optimist. I am always seeking happy endings, a hopeless optimist. To the core, so when the story takes an unexpected turn, I ground myself in what I've learned. Ooh, I am getting closer to owning that I am good enough. Ooh, I am getting closer to knowing that I'm good enough. I get stuck sometimes on old stories. I forgive the past most times, and if I miss a step or two, I grant myself some grace. Ooh, I am getting closer to owning that I am good enough. Ooh, I am getting closer to knowing that I'm good enough. And if I second guess myself, you only need to breathe. Listen to the only truth I need. Ooh, I am getting closer. Ooh, I am getting closer. Ooh, I am getting closer to owning that I am good enough. Ooh, I am getting closer to knowing that I'm good, to owning that I'm good, to knowing that I'm good enough. Good enough. Well, now that's a way to start the morning, right? Yeah, so do you have your coffee or your tea or some other kind of beverage? I've got a mixture here. I'm very specific with what I drink in the morning, and I start out usually with this stuff called Perea tea. It's supposed to be good for cholesterol. I think it works because my last cholesterol test said that all is well. But today I'm drinking my coffee, which I usually have around 10 a.m. I add cinnamon and nutmeg and black salt and what else do I add? This will sound weird, but garlic powder for your immune. I add this mix of mushrooms, and then I add coffee. Oh yeah, the coffee part. So anyway, this was a request that came in that I wasn't able to fit into this past Monday's live stream, but I'm going to do it today. Yeah, this is a cover by a band called The Band, and it was requested, I'm pretty sure, by David S., because he told me it was him. So I think it's okay to say. So anyway. Hey, JT. Those are new glasses? Ah! No, they don't weigh a lot. They're actually really comfortable, and they're not new. They're like, I've had them over a year at this point. So anyway, sing along with me if you know it. When I get off of this mountain, you know where I wanna go. Straight down to the Mississippi River, to the Gulf of Mexico, to Lake Charles, Louisiana, little Bessie, that girl I once knew. She told me just to come on by if there's anything that she could do. Up on Cripple Creek, she sends me if I spring a leak. She mends me, I don't have to speak. She defends me, a drunkard's dream, if I ever did see one. Hey, Peter. Good luck just stung me. To the racetrack I did go. She bet on one horse to win, and I bet on another to show the odds were in my favor. I had them 5-1. When that nag came around the track, sure that we had won. Up on Cripple Creek, she sends me if I spring a leak. She mends me, I don't have to speak, 'cause she defends me, a drunkard's dream, if ever did I see one. But I took all my winnings, and I gave my little Bess a half. She tore it up and threw it in my face, just for a laugh. Now there's one thing in this world I sure do like to see. That's how a sweet little thing of mine gets a donut in my tea. Do you think that's a dirty reference? Not dirty, but you know what I mean. A suggestive reference. Up on Cripple Creek, she sends me if I spring a leak. She mends me, I don't have to speak. She defends me, a drunkard's dream, if ever did I see one. Now there's a flood out in California, up north freezing cold. And this living off the road is getting pretty old. So I guess I'll call up my big mama and tell her I'll be rolling in. But you know, deep down I'm kinda tempted to see my Bessie again. Up on Cripple Creek, she sends me if I spring a leak. Well, she mends me, I don't have to speak, 'cause she defends me, a drunkard's dream, if I ever did see one. Up on Cripple Creek, well, she sends me, I don't, if I spring a leak, she mends me, I don't have to speak, 'cause she defends me, a drunkard's dream, if I ever did see one. All right, David, you got your Up on Cripple Creek. So, what did you say? You said those are new glasses. Oh, okay, that's the same message I saw from before. Okay, cool. I'm just checking around. Hold on 1 second. Beep, 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 beep. La, 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 la. Okay, we're good. We're good. Whoop. Why is this, Did this not? I don't know what's happening here. I don't know what's happening here. Weird. Hang on. Uno momento, por favor. No, I know that I set it up. I don't know why. Okay. I just had a thingy. A thingy. That's the thing I had to check. You know, there's a lot going on here, more than just meets the eye. And one of these days, I'm just going to sit down and play and not futz with anything. Futz, that's the official word. It's not a curse, it's a Yiddish word. So I have some other comments, like the warm weather. I love the warm weather. I am swimming in glee with the warm weather because that's my jam. Hang on one second. Yeah, I'm a warm weather girl. I come alive. And as you can see, like most people are probably sweating by me because I think it's close to 80, but I have my little jacket on, my little hoodie, because I'm always, I'm naturally 10 degrees colder than most people, warmer than most people, colder than most people. That's what it is. Like most people, it's 98.6 is a normal temperature. I run it like 97.4, 97.6. So if I have 98.6, I kind of have a fever. Anyway, so it's a classic Marci. Good to hear that one again. That one is over 25 years old. I think timeless though. The song is king. Thank you. Yeah, that song is definitely over 25 years old because we recorded it back at Walnut Avenue. Um, I don't know how many of you know this, but back in the day, when I, after college, first moved out of my parents' home onto my own, like little adventure, I moved into a house we called Walnut Avenue because it was on Walnut Avenue. And the thing that attracted me to Walnut Avenue obviously was my husband because he lived a mile from it. But then we wound up sharing a recording studio that was called Sonic Underground. And it has morphed and changed. And, my husband and I live in our own house, and all of our partners at Sonic Underground, one of them being JT, who's commenting on Facebook right now, we were co-owners and co-conspirators, like we had this magical life. I think. I remember coming downstairs in pajamas and, JT would have his guitar and I'd have a bowl of cereal back when I used to eat cereal. Now that my metabolism has changed, cereal is like a dessert for me at this point. But I'd have my bowl of cereal and he'd start playing some chords and we would just write a song right there in the kitchen in the morning. And I remember one night in particular, I think it was 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning, and we were all in the living room with a gigantic bowl of popcorn watching Star Trek, and I thought, my God, I am the luckiest person alive. And that was my truth, I knew a lot of my friends were getting married and having kids or commuting hours for jobs, and I'm like, I make music and I get to share it with people, and how very, very blessed am I that this is my life. Not that it didn't come without its challenges, because money was always the rub. Money was always the friction point. How are you going to pay the bills this month? It's like, yeah, I was doing gigs and I was touring, and then I wound up touring all over the place. But it was never like this sense of security, like, okay, you have a paycheck that comes every week or every 2 weeks, and you know that this is how much money you make and this is how much money you can spend. I never lived like that. It was always like month to month, week to week, day to day, like what's coming in as far as work as a musician. And it added a little bit of, I guess, fear, but I think the fear sort of turned into an energy point, it became fuel in a weird way. And what's ironic to me, and I mean this in the most respectful way, and I'm not being sarcastic, is that I don't know who has job security anymore with the way things are. I think about how there was this idea in the television shows that we watched as a kid that you worked and you put in your years, and then at 65 they gave you a watch and you retired and you were able to survive, right? That's not the case anymore, at least from my perspective in this country, unless you're really diligent about saving. If you don't get sick and you're able to save, most people don't retire at 65 anymore because they can't financially. And I have the mindset that, like, retiring, you mean never make music again? That's not going to happen. So if I retire, that's probably when I go on to the next transitional phase of existence, whatever that is. Heaven, or I don't know. So anyway, gonna do maybe another song or two. And then, if you are a Patreon, I want you to stay on, because I'll end the live stream for all my socials, but my Patreon, I'm gonna stay on because I'm debuting something really kind of cool and new that I'm really excited about, that I want to share with all of you. So yeah, stay tuned, Patreons. And my social people, I'll be back. I'll be back on Monday. If you want to get in on the Patreon, you know what you have to do. If you're on Facebook or Instagram, just DM me the word member. If you're on YouTube, there's a link in the bio and the description of this live stream where you can get in. Yeah. So anyway, let's see. Where shall we go? I think I'm going to do a guitar song because I'm feeling very guitarish right now. Is anybody else drinking coffee? I know JT isn't. Anybody else, though? If you are, how do you like your coffee? Interesting. Retire. What does that mean for us creators? We keep doing this stuff. Apparently, Donald Fagen retired? Huh. I'm just reading some comments. That's interesting. Donald Fagen, like, maybe he retired from touring. And maybe he retired from the machine. I talk about it often, how when you are a musician, there used to be different ways to take care of all those financial needs, like food and electricity and shelter. You used to go on the road, you used to tour. You'd get a song in a television show or a movie. You'd get paid for your songs playing on the radio. Yeah. Nowadays, everything has gone into this weird void. Like, for example, I used to get a placement in a television show, and I'd make a pretty purse, little nice cha-ching moment. Nowadays, it's like 34 cents. I'm not exaggerating. I don't feel like touring is in my future, though I don't say that it'll never happen again, but if it does, it'll look different than it did back in the day. And then as far as radio play, well, now you have things like Spotify, where if you get 1 million streams, I think you make a few $100. Yeah, it's gotten weird out there. I know I'm trying to talk and play at the same time. But anyway, I'll read the rest of your comment when I don't have a guitar in my hands. Joy is sorrow's little sister. She is small in stature, but she's mighty. And don't you doubt her, 'cause she won't let you down when trouble challenges your stride. Joy is anger's little sister. She is far more subtle and she's steady. While anger thrashes, joy will slow you down so you can find the space to breathe. And joy may hide during danger, but remember she's always within. Just take a moment and invite her. She is brighter than the darkest din. Joy is fear's little sister. She can turn a chill into delight, and she'll dance with rhythmic heartbeats and flush your cheeks rosy bright. Oh, joy is sorrow's little sister. Joy is anger's little sister. Joy is fear's little sister. She is always present if you need her. She is the source, so feed her. Let her shine, let her shine, let her shine, let her shine. Okay. Gonna put this back. I think I'm gonna do one more song, my friends, and then I'm gonna get on with my day. Well, I'm going to get on with my Patreon meetup, which is going to happen right after this. If you're just joining me, if you're on Patreon, stay after the last song, because I'm going to, stop the live stream to socials and stay on with Patreons, and I'm going to reveal some new surprises. I'm not going to say what it is. I'm not going to name it. So, okay. Options. Would you rather hear? I'll make a decision. I'm going to do another cover. I'm going to do this Bob Dylan song because JT actually helped me discover it, right? And it's probably my favorite Bob Dylan song. And I hope you enjoy it. I hope you've enjoyed this little coffee and a song time together. As I get my beep together, I wasn't going to curse, so it gets shut down by all the social media. I'm going to get it so that it's earlier. This is going to be this casual. It's still casual. You can see I don't have my contact lenses and no makeup, but I'm going to probably do it earlier so that I can really help you start your day, like whatever your day looks like, help you get to wherever you need to be. So on that note, when the rain is blowing in your face and the whole world is on your case, I would offer you a warm embrace to make you feel my love. When the evening shadows and stars appear and there's no one left to dry your tears, I could hold you for 1,000,000 years to make you feel my love. I know you haven't made your mind up yet, My vocal is low. All right, we'll keep that in mind for next time. My friends, I'm gonna head on over to Patreon. Patreon, if you're watching me on another platform and you're part of my Patreon, come on over. And we're going to explore some new technology, and it might take me a minute, but actually, it won't take me a minute. I'll explain it when we get there. So go on over to Patreon. If you're not on Patreon and you want to join us, if you're on Facebook or Instagram, just DM the word member and it'll give you a link and you'll get right in. I mean, you have to sign up. If you're on YouTube, there's a link in the description and in my bio on my main page. I hope to see you there. Patreon people, see you in a sec. Okay, bye everybody else.